Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you. My name is Brianna Brown.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Do you like to be called Amani?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, good. I work with the state, and we come into different schools and we try to help students bring their attendance up to par.
Okay.
And so today I'm just here to see if you'd be interested in our services. We work with you, so whatever works for you is what we want to do.
Okay.
But nothing that is said in here is going to be said to anyone outside of here. Whatever you say stays between us or whoever you choose to share that with. However, if you do tell me that you're thinking about hurting yourself or hurting someone else, then that information will be shared with the people who is necessary to be shared with. But other than that, everything stays between us.
Okay, great.
So thank you very much for understanding that. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
All right, well, good. So, what I expect in order for us to get the most out of our time together, what would help the most is if you could please keep your cell phone put away.
Sorry.
You're fine, it's fine. That way, we can focus on what we need to focus on and just kind of get to what would really help you out.
Okay.
I think that would be best. And what you can expect out of me is for my full attention to be on you, and for me to do my best to help you in any way that I can.
Okay.
So, could you start off by telling me what your attendance has been like this year?
It's been pretty bad, not gonna lie. It's pretty bad. Yeah.
So not your best?
Oh, not at all. No.
Alright. Yeah, I understand that. How many days would you say that you've missed? Do you know?
Probably at least 13 days.
Yeah. And do you remember the reasons behind why you might have missed those days?
Mostly just because I'm tired in the mornings,
Yeah.
I work and closing and stuff, and then trying to get up really early, I can't. I'm too tired in the mornings and just don't feel like coming, so.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Mornings are not easy for me either. But I found if you start your day early and you get up and just get everything going, you can get a lot more done in the day.
Yes.
So that really helps. Well, great. That's awesome that you remember that, and we can try to work on that. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're saying that you feel unmotivated because of a busy schedule. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Between schoolwork and then work outside of that and housework and stuff, it's just too much.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit more about your work schedule? What does that look like?
4 to 8, 4 to 11 sometimes. Like, that's usually what I work, and I only have like 2 days off, so.
So you're pretty much working when you get out of school?
Yes.
Until
I go to bed, yeah.
Go to bed. Okay. So there's not really much time for you to do homework then?
No.
That's not very good. And there's not time for you to get your rest so you can get up the next day.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue. But we can work with that. Is there anything that you've done to kind of like combat that side of it?
I did at one point talk to my boss about having me not work as late, but just between people quitting and, people calling in and stuff, that just isn't very realistic, so.
Yeah, so they're relying on you to
yes.
fill that spot. Are they looking to hire new people, or is that like a temporary issue?
Hopefully it's temporary. I haven't really discussed that with them, so.
Yeah, for sure. Work and schoolwork?
Yes.
So what is that like? Can you tell me about that?
Like schoolwork is non-existent. I don't really have time ever to do my work, and my days off, I'm so exhausted and drained. I just sleep, so.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a lot of schoolwork, do you feel like, or what?
Yes, too much.
Yes. What do your classes look like? Do you have a pretty full schedule?
Yes, I do. I actually, because of that reason, last year, I made sure I didn't take any advanced placement classes this year, and it's still just as much homework.
Yeah. So do you feel like that your obligations might be holding you back from academics?
Yes, I definitely do.
Can you think of a time when you were more motivated to go to school and to get there on time?
Actually, yeah, my freshman year, I had perfect attendance.
That's
and
awesome.
I actually really loved school. Like, obviously, I was there every single day, so
That's awesome. What would you say was different about then as opposed to now?
Well, I definitely wasn't working,
Mhm.
and just I think that the stress of knowing that I'm gonna be 18 soon, and knowing, like that I'm kind of on a time crunch, really, like I don't have time to play around anymore. I think that that definitely adds a lot of stress, and it just can become too much sometimes.
Yes, definitely. I understand that. So do you feel like there's sort of a pressure now on you as you're getting older to achieve certain things, and therefore you have to put other things on the back burner?
Oh yeah.
Is that stressful for you?
Oh, definitely.
I feel like that would be very stressful. I can understand that. So, what is the? Do you think that your job is necessary? Like, do you need to make money right now, and do you need those hours?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
So the job is something that we want to look towards keeping for sure.
Yes.
Okay. And do you like your job?
I do. It's
Good.
not bad. It's just like I said, it can become
Yeah.
way too much sometimes. But
Can you tell me about the environment there? Like, what's that like for you?
it really just depends on what day of the week, because some days it's really good, everything goes well, and then other days we get slammed and you're dealing with people with bad attitudes, and it just can become really emotionally draining.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And when you have so many things going on like that, it sounds like
Yes.
when you feel like you're getting pulled in different directions,
Oh yeah.
maybe that's when it's getting taken out of you.
In like all honesty, from school, going there, dealing with teachers who really seem like they could care less about what it is that you're doing outside of school, and to dealing with other students with bad attitudes, to going to work and dealing with rude customers, and it really, by the end of the week, I'm so physically and mentally and emotionally drained. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Do you have anything that like? Do you have any resting time or anything that's kind of your um, point of refuge, like, or your place that you kind of get powered back up from? Do you have anything like that?
Yes and no. Actually, I used to really be really involved in the church and surrounding myself with other Christian people, and making that like a have to be. And just because now I don't have time, it really has affected me spiritually, because then I did know, I had that place to go to, and I knew that I could go to church and would feel great immediately. And now, because I just don't have time, I just kind of stay drained.
Yes. Do you think that so am I hearing that like the time crunch is also taking away from like your church time and your time?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be very hard trying to find time for everything. Are the people that you are around, are they still around? Like, do you still have access to that? If we were to look into making a time chart for you and kind of getting space for that time, would that still be available?
Yes, it just, again, from my schedule and theirs, like, when do I have the time?
Yeah.
But I definitely think that if we could find a way to work that out, then yes.
That's something you'd be interested in?
Yes, okay. I need it, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we definitely want to get you what you need for sure. What about work? Is there any way that we could maybe talk to the manager and see if you could be off by a certain time, or is that not really an option?
No, I think so. Maybe if I did have somebody else who's saying, like, this is important, this isn't just her being a teenager who wants her rest, like,
Right.
this is important and affecting her life, I definitely think that they would be more likely to listen.
Yes. So do you think that it might help, or would you be interested if we like contacted him together?
Could you do that?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah.
Then what about your home life? Do you have support there? Tell me a little bit about that.
Some days I don't even see my mom until the next day because our work schedule. So
yeah. So you guys are both kind of being pulled in all directions. Yes. That definitely can be hard. I understand that. What about your attendance? Does she know anything about you missing? How did she feel about that?
She didn't know I was missing as much as I was until she got the letter from the school saying that she was gonna have to go to court if I kept missing school. So
right. That can definitely get her attention.
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
So how did she respond to that? What was her?
Basically just telling me, like, I don't care. Like, you can either quit your job or, like, you're gonna have to find time. Like, it's basically, it's not her problem.
Yeah.
So.
So she really wants for you to improve. So that's really good that you have a mom that cares about how you're doing and she
Yes.
wants you to do well. That's a very good strength. That's something we can definitely work with. Schoolwork. Have you talked to your teachers at all about your time crunch and trying to get out how that is?
Yeah. I've talked to a couple of them, but I kind of feel like there's not really much I can do. Like, it's not, it is my problem, I guess.
Right, right. Like you feel like you need to take responsibility for that.
Yeah.
I think that's very mature of you to feel like to accept that responsibility and to take that on. What about your mornings? What do your mornings look like?
Sometimes I drive. I'm not driving, then I ride with a friend. So.
And are they pretty? What's their attendance like?
About just as bad as mine is.
All right, so you're kind of mixing the two
Yeah,
together.
we usually miss the same days. So.
Okay. So are you missing sometimes because they're missing?
Yes.
Are flaky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, inconsiderate. Yes.
So do you feel like offended and like sort of hurt that they aren't considering your attendance and your needs?
Oh yeah, it makes me really mad, but it really does hurt my feelings. Like, I feel like as friends, like, I shouldn't be late every time that I ride with you, and it's mainly because they don't get in trouble, and I do. So.
What are some other ways that you could get to school?
Definitely the bus. That's an option. Um, not my mom. That's not really an option.
Does she have to work in the mornings?
Yeah, and when she isn't, usually it's because she got off really late and is exhausted in the morning. So.
What time does the bus come? Do you know?
I actually don't like. I know between like 7 and 7:20. I think I really don't even know. That's why I don't ride the bus.
Right, right. So we could definitely look into that. Not that you'd have to ride the bus all the time, but just that would be an option if your friends by chance didn't show up. What time do they usually pick you up?
Well, they're supposed to. They'll say they're on their way at like 7:30, and they get to my house at like 7:50. So.
Okay, so they're more so later transportation. Yes. Where the bus would come and get you more 7:20ish. Okay. So that could be a little bit harder to get ready early, but at least you would know if the bus would be there. So we could look into that. And then as far as your friends, have you talked to them at all about that?
Not really, not besides when I got another detention. Like, I came to class really mad and was like, that's stupid. Like, I'm in trouble now and none of you guys care. So that's really the only time I've expressed it to them.
And how do they respond to that?
Like, they don't care.
I bet.
They're not in trouble, so they don't care.
Yeah. Did that bring you back to that place of hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure. That's not something that we want from our friends.
No, not at all.
Like that. So the bus and your friends are your two transportation systems, and then we're gonna work out the time chart, and we can get in touch with your boss. Is there anything else that you think would be helpful?
No, I really think those are main issues.
Main issues?
Yeah.
So are you interested? I'm assuming yes, since we've come up with solutions.
Yes,
about
definitely.
The services and getting involved. Yeah. Okay.
You actually seem like a lifesaver, so.
Well, I'm glad to help you. I'm glad to be able to work with you. Do you feel like your attendance is affecting your grades, your overall outcome?
Yes, I have like 3 Fs.
Okay, and what did that look like before? Did you have those?
Or? I had A's and B's. Okay.
So definitely Fs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how does that make you feel?
Just really unmotivated. Really just kind of like, well, I've already hit rock bottom, so.
Yeah. That can be hard in that. So you feel sort of disappointed and hopeless.
Yes.
Because the situation's already escalated.
Mhm.
I think that can be hard, but you're not hopeless, and I'm here to let you know that I am willing to work with you, and you can get out of this. You can get your attendance up. I believe you seem like you want that.
I need it.
You just need the support, and you need the assistance, which we're here to provide. So if you could speak with your teacher about that today, let me know by Thursday.
Okay.
If she's okay with that, then we could go ahead and meet Thursday at the end of your 5th period. And other than that, maybe try talking to your friends sort of about how that makes you feel. And I will look into the bus schedule for you, and I'll try to call your teacher and get that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You too. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.